Hello, my African brothers and sisters. I'm a person who goes to Twitter, recently called the X, and then read the comments, read what people post, and also I watch a lot of news on TV and also videos, YouTube videos, and there's one topic which I just need to talk about it and hear other people's views. There's this criticism which is leveled against Julius Malema. As you may know, Julius Malema is a leader of the EFF. I'm a follower of the EFF, and then I watch their podcast. I follow their news conferences, and also when they are going around having celebrations, I do follow. And I've realized I'm not alone following the EFF news and activities. The reason why I'm saying this is because there's a lot of comments, criticism about what is happening around the EFF, especially around Julius Malema. He's called a flip-flopper, he's called a cult leader, he's called an autocratic leader, a dictator, and then what he says goes. And this criticism is coming from different kinds of people, young people, black people, white, Indians. Majority of these people I'm talking about, they criticize him. But majority of these people who are criticizing Julius Malema, I don't know them. You'll think they are, people who are known in societies, who are running big businesses or running big organizations. But even if I try to Google them, I don't know. I tried. I don't know them. They are not running any organizations. I'm saying this because the guy they are criticizing, Julius Malema, he has been a leader of the ANC Youth League, and before that he has been a leader of COSAS. Those movements are big because those I can say they are national movements because it's around South Africa. He was voted to lead those organizations. After I was expelled from the ANC, he went ahead and formed the EFF from scratch. He didn't form the EFF alone. He was with other people, but he was at the center of the formation of the EFF. And then right now, if you look at the EFF, is the third largest political party in South Africa in parliament. He is a leader, and then he managed to lead the EFF from its formation up to now. And it seems he's going to be elected when they go to their conferences, the way I look at it. And I'm not alone. Julius Malema sits in big gathering. He can sit with journalists, address all their questions. He get invited in Africa to go and address, big rallies, for the lack of a better words. He was in Kenya recently, invited by Professor Lumumba. They were launching some Pan-African something in the Kenya University. And then he was also invited in Liberia, and also he went to Ghana. Of recent, he was invited to Nigeria when the certain doctor, I forgot the name of this doctor, who was getting an award. He was invited. I saw when he was requested to stand up with this top business person, Robert Gumede. So when I look at all these things where Malema brushes shoulders with top guys, and then I look at the people who are criticizing him, I say, But why is this happening? And people who are criticizing him do follow Malema because they know everything he says. And that tells me that they are following all his press conferences, all his speeches, all his interviews. And they are calling him a flip-flopper. Somebody was saying it's a brain dead. I posted something around Malema on YouTube, and then they said this guy commented that it's brain dead. And I'm asking myself, brain dead? What have you done yourself? Because I don't know anything, especially people who comment and criticize him. I don't know. I will accept if people like Musima Imani and them, or Gayton Mackenzie and them can criticize Malema, because at least they form their political parties, although they are not in the same league as the EFF, but they are trying. So my point is, maybe something in me is not right. I don't see what these other people are seeing, because I respect the guy, somebody was still commenting on Woodwork. He would just say Woodwork was right. And I look at this person, I don't even recognize who is this person. But Malema, his results, long way back, he got those bad results. And he explained that he was not focusing on his education. He was more on political activities. That's why he ended up getting those results. But after that, he managed to go and register first degree, and then he got his honors. I understand now he's pursuing his master's. I'm not so sure about that. That shows, that Malema is far ahead of many people. I will understand when he's criticized by white people and Indian, because to me it's a threat to their privileges. But being criticized and looked down by black people, especially the young ones, I don't understand, And there's a lady who always posts some stuff on X. I remember the name is Raisibe or something like that. I understand she was once a member of the EFF. But every time, something happens, she will be on the case of Malema this, Malema that, Malema. And I remember one time when this guy, they say, Mkunu, this guy, Ngizwe Mkunu, yes. He was trying to take on Julius Malema. And she was, supporting this guy. Yeah, go ahead. Even the issue of Naledi Chiro of recent, this receiver lady commented something that no, he would be on his case. She's going to leave the EFF since Julius Malema tweeted, yeah, she's not gonna survive in the EFF. So yeah, I just wanna to raise this issue with you. If you happen to listen to what I'm saying, what's your view? Please share your view on the comment section here. I don't know what to ask, but I'm saying this is my thoughts. What's your view on Julius Malema? Is he really the controversial guy, or is he really a stupid guy who doesn't know what he's doing? Because I see Julius Malema as a leader, a seasoned leader who knows what he's doing. He's running a well-oiled machine. The EFF, it's all over the country, and he's leading it, in my view, to a better future. yeah, I don't know what's your view. Please, let's talk, let's discuss about these things. Maybe my analysis are wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I would want to hear any views from. I'm going to play one clip of his speech, and then I want you guys who might watch this video to tell me what you think about Julius Malema. Why a lot of people, especially black people, call him a flip-flopper, a leader who does is. Some of them, they say no, it's a loser. And another thing, I just watched the clip, the interview with Anele Mdoda. The interviewing, they were talking about the Malema, not a politician. He is managing his family very well. You can learn a lot what he does with his kids, the way he managed to get married and raise a very good family. You know, he has got a solid family. And I've seen pictures of Julius Malema with his family, with his kids and the wife. They seem to be a solid family with good values. So, yeah, what's your thought? What's your view? Go to a comment section and tell me your views, and then let's discuss about it. And then because we're learning from each other. That's my view. That's my take on Julius Malema. Thank you for listening or watching. Let's discuss about it, and then do subscribe to my channel and to keep the conversation going. Yeah, we'll talk again. Take care.
I will use something to respond.
I never brought your name. I never brought your name. I've never brought your name. I've never brought Oppenheimer's name. I don't even know his name. I don't know. I've never, my Lord, called him by name. I've always referred to him as you, and I clarified it that I'm referring to a client. When I say your name, I mean them as white people. Your parents have left you a bad name. So that is the context I'm using it. So please, if you are going to be a legal representative, you are going to have to reduce yourself from this case as an individual. Remove your emotions and deal with me as a professional. Because if you are going to come to me as a personal person, individually, I will no longer look at you as a professional. I will decisively deal with you as an individual. I'm going to be president of this country, whether you like it or not. And I will preside over the affairs of this country, including presiding over you. I think you must start adjusting to that reality. The sooner you do that, the less chest pains you'll have when that reality comes.
What chest pains would result?
Racist chest pains. You know, my Lord, we're sitting here with pain, with trauma, and to be interrogated by people like this, who perpetuate the segregation, who continue to promote racism in this country. It's really unfair. Thousands of children have seen their mothers being tortured. I was young when police walked into my mother's house and she was sleeping. They took off her blankets off. Men, she was not dressed up. She was sleeping. Men took off her blankets. I live with that for the rest of my life, that some strange men came into my house and took off the blankets of my mother to search if she's not a terrorist. We are still a traumatized nation, if you don't know. And that trauma is real. And don't push us to that pain, because when that day comes, we'll not be scared. I've litigated with AfriForum and Roots before, and they've never brought someone so weak as you. I think they've done the worst disservice to themselves. Let me tell you, every time we say white settlers, white people, white settlers in South Africa, it is in that context. So why would an American who came yesterday, my Lord, be a settler? We're talking here about white settlers. Why would a Russian who came yesterday be a settler? You understand very well the context within which we say all white people are racist. It is in relation to the struggle of liberation in South Africa against apartheid system that benefited all white people.
So who is a white settler?
All those who came here to come and conquer South Africa and take the land from our people are white settlers. Since 1652.
Up until when?
Up until we took our freedom, political freedom in 1994.
White settlers, everyone from 1652 up until the time of political power, is that 1994?
Yes, 1994.
Now I'm asking you about people after that date.
Those who inherit the property stolen from us are criminals. So if you come from America with an intention to come and inherit a stolen property, you are a criminal.
If it was the case that just one person was going to be influenced to murder someone after hearing the chant, kill the farmer, kill the boer. So hypothetical case, if someone was to be influenced in that way, would that be a reason for you not to sing the song?
No, not at all. Anyone who engages in the killing of anyone because of my chant will not be influenced by my chant. That person will be driven by criminal mentality. It's an act of crime because my chant is not a command. It's exactly what it is. If I were to give that command, I will give it openly, unashamedly, without hiding my face. So there is anyone who claims that he got a command through a song, that person will be acting out of their own sheer criminality and not because they've got a political motive. You are a bad lawyer, Shem. It goes without saying. You are a bad lawyer.